Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes NFL Super Wild Card Weekend. Best bets, locks, and predictions. I, of course, am the perfect one, AJ. Joining me as always, man with the numbers, sportsbook whisperer, college basketball guru, daddy of the diamond, all hail the king of the links, Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Money Train. Noah. Regular season, you hate to see it leave, but hey, Super Wild Card Weekend's here. I'm ready for it. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for. Playoff football doesn't really get any better than this until, the next week of NFL playoff football. Until, the next week of NFL playoff football. And then, we have to watch the fucking Pro Bowl. And then we get the Super Bowl. So, no, we're in for a wild ride these next couple weeks. We got a lot going on. But, I may not have... I got to address it. I guaranteed last week that I would be going undefeated in the final week because, of course, I have to. Some motherfuckers didn't get the memo, so this is the week, Noah. This is absolutely the week.
Well, you got a much smaller slate, so your odds are, statistically better.
Hey, we'll see with some of my picks. No, I don't know. I felt almost a little more dangerous with this slate, but it's a solid one, Noah. And honestly, some teams that we knew we were going to see here, some teams we didn't know we were going to see here. Neither of our teams are in the playoffs. Something I'm used to, something you're probably not. Sucks to suck. Welcome to the club, bud. But yeah, you ready to talk about those lucky fan bases that get to, play against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? I mean, sorry, not to give any picks away or anything.
Yeah, well, good thing the Chiefs aren't playing this week. So, yeah, I'd say let's get into it. And AJ, I think we're doing a little something special today.
Right,
a little
you're right.
something special.
You're right, Noah.
Not just our
Sorry, go ahead.
not just our normal picks.
No.
But we're giving you our, we always pick every game on the spread. That's not going to change. We're going to give you all of our spread picks. We're going to make it even a little juicier. We're going to take all of the games on an over-under pick. But AJ, I didn't think that was enough. You didn't think that was enough. So we're going to take it one step farther for Super Wild Card Weekend here.
It's Super Wild Card Weekend. We're talking playoffs.
And we're going to give you a little insight into why we're picking, who we're picking on the spread, why we're picking the over-under. We're going to give you our exact score predictions, what AJ and I think, what we know will happen exactly with these games, down
because
to the
I'm
point.
Never wrong. I'm never wrong, Noah. You're never wrong. I'm never wrong. I mean,
just don't check our previous videos.
No. This is new year. This is whole new ball game. This is playoff football. All everything that you know about gambling is thrown out the window at this point. And if you're thinking this is just another week of football, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. The home crowd is more violent. I don't know, that's more aggressive. Let's go with that. Everyone's playing a little bit harder. Everyone's juices are flowing a little bit harder. The juice is through the roof. Everyone's through the roof. It's going to be a great weekend, Noah, and some crazy shit's going to happen. I promise you that, and I'm excited to hear it. Sorry, there's a vacuum going on. It's just, threw me off for a sec, but... Shout out my girlfriend for vacuuming. You're the best. I'll do the dishes later. Don't worry. Okay, it's all anyway. Let's get into it, Noah. Saturday afternoon. Yeah, we got Saturday and Sunday football too on Super Wild Card Weekend and Monday. Shout out Monday Night Football.
Yeah, don't forget about Monday.
I didn't forget about Monday. I didn't forget. Seahawks, 49ers. 49ers, 9.5-point favorites at home. 7.5. It opened up at 7.5, so we've seen some serious movement steaming towards the 49ers. 42.5 is the total. No, I'm seeing this at 10 at some books. Getting very dangerous to your double-digit rule. I want to point that out. Total at 42.5, 43, depending on the book. The Seahawks. Hey, shout out Seattle. Y'all made it. Welcome to the dance. Welcome. I would like to personally welcome you.
And with the top 5 pick.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of teams
they might be
say that.
No, they're number 6. I think they're number 6.
Are they 6? Did it move down?
Yeah, I think Detroit got number 5 from the Rams, and Seahawks got number 6 from Denver, if I remember correctly. Because Denver had to fuck around and win 2 of their last 2 or 3 games, 4 games.
No, Seattle. Flip it. Seattle got 5. Detroit got 6. Raiders got 7.
Oh, well, hey, shout out to that Russell Wilson trade. Seattle making the playoffs and still getting a number 5 pick out
That's
of it.
awesome. That's awesome. And hey, shout out to Denver for doing that trade, paying Russell, and then not even sniffing the playoffs. I mean, bro, the closest they got to smelling it was getting their ass kicked by the Chargers again. Well, I don't know what I was saying. 49ers, Seahawks. Noah, I mean, this Seahawks team, no one expected to be here. The 49ers, I think everyone kind of wrote off once the Jimmy G injury happened, and that team was on firing on all cylinders, and Mr. Irrelevant comes in. Mr. Irrelevant comes in and fires off a bunch of wins. 49ers winning 7 of their last 10. I mean,
They won 10 in a row.
Oh, 10 in a row. Maybe I got that stat completely all fucked up, or I'm thinking of another team. What are your thoughts, bro? Because I mean, that 9.5. I mean, I could see the Seahawks do it. The 49ers do what the 49ers do, which is go off on offense when they're given the opportunity. But that Seahawks defense is nothing to mess around with.
Yeah, I mean, Niners starting to look like a little bit of a wagon. However, I do think Brock Purdy's going to crack. He's going to crack at some point. He's going to cost them a game, which will in turn cost them a Super Bowl opportunity and a Super Bowl. He's not the guy to get it done. However, I don't think this is the game that happens.
Ooh.
I do, however, have Seattle covering.
Okay.
I think division matchup in the playoffs, they're going to play tough. This game is going to be close. Seattle's defense is going to do a lot. They're going to have a lot of good looks, I think, to slow down that San Francisco offense. I think they find a way to put some points up. I got Seattle to cover. AJ, should I rip the Band-Aid off? Should I get into it?
Rip it, Noah.
I've got San Francisco winning this one 26-20, which also means I have the over by 3 points, 3.5, depending on what you got it at.
I'm taking the over too. I'm jumping on that. I like it over at 42.5. I'm sticking with my gut. I'm sticking with the team I know that plays better, and I'm sticking with the offense that I know just runs better. I think my point stands from a couple weeks ago. Brock Purdy may be the best quarterback for the situation he's in right now. He is not supposed to be here. He is just along for the ride, going out there playing the best football he can. He's not thinking. He's not thinking. He's not worrying about it. He's probably not allowed to call audibles in that system. This is Kyle Shanahan essentially playing, jumping on his shoulders and playing him like Ratatouille, bro. Like, that's essentially what's going on with this offense. You've got a stout backfield. You got CMC who's coming in. This is one of the few times he sniffed playoffs. He's going to want to have a game. Debo's going to want to have a game. Give me the Niners minus the 9.5. I got them winning 30-20, Noah. I do think if it gets to 10, I'm buying it down to 9.5, but I'm staying there at 9.5. That's what I'm getting it at. So give me that 9.5. 10, it worries me. 10, it worries me because this is a playoff football game, but also give me the edge because 49er fans are going to be rowdy there at Candlestick, brother.
They're not a Candlestick anymore.
Oh, you know what I mean. Whatever the fuck stadium they're at. I still call fucking
Levi's.
Levi's
Stadium.
I still call the Diamondback Stadium Bob. So I have issues with that, but
yeah, I just one little note on that. You mentioning Debo Samuel. He's been extremely quiet this year, especially since McCaffrey joined that team. Everyone's like, oh, wow, this is going to be like some absolute juggernaut offense. They've been really good on offense, but McCaffrey is seemingly just kind of taken most of Debo's touches. And
I think that's kind of going to be expected, though, especially with the transition of so many quarterbacks. Get them running the ball, get it running early, especially when they brought McCaffrey in there. And he got acclimated to the offense. I'm not worried about it. And I think we all know Debo will come in clutch when Debo needs to come in clutch. Like, Brock Purdy, if he needs that guy, I mean, he's got George Kittle, but he's also got Debo. He's got McCaffrey. He's got the guys around him. I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, maybe even get him a tutty. I don't know. I'm questionable.
We'll see. So we're both on the over. We're both on
Yes.
San Francisco to win. I just think Seattle covers.
Yes, you just
You
think
don't.
Seattle covers. Final score for me, 20-30. 20 to
Hey, we're
30.
only four. We're only 4 points off.
Yeah.
I'm 2026, so we could both be spot on. Hey, if Seattle puts up 20 points on the dot, hey, shout out to both of us.
Shout out to both of us. Go us. Chargers, Jaguars, our Saturday nightcap. This is going to be a fun one in Duval. Jaguars 2.5 point favorites at home. Not seeing a lot of movement on this line. 47 is the total going here, Noah. Jaguars may be the hottest team in the NFL as we stand here right now. The Chargers are being quiet, and they always seem to kind of be quiet at the end of the season, but rip off a bunch of wins enough to sometimes sniff the playoffs, and we have them here again. Chargers are healthy. They were my original pick to win the Super Bowl, but damn, I love this Jacksonville team.
And then the Jets were.
And the Jets were, we saw that one, so that means stick with your gut, but I don't know, Noah. I don't know because everything that I was talking about, I've been talking about the last 2 years with the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's kind of finally starting to happen. And I know, I'm not saying they're Super Bowl bound or anything like that. I know it's going to all come crashing down eventually. But is this the week? I gotta, at home, they've been playing well at home. Public is grossly on, not grossly, but they're on the Chargers, 66% of the bets, 59% of the money. Noah, give me the Chargers minus the 2.5. They win this game by a field goal. I would even take it 6.5. I think Justin Herbert is going to have something to prove. He's got that chip. He's going to go out there, slice and dice that defense. Jaguars, great run. You're taking the steps. This is a crucial one, and that's losing first round in the playoffs to probably eventual Super Bowl contenders, the Chargers. They're one of those three teams in the AFC. You look at them and you're like, hey, if they go, they go. They're ready to roll. But give me the over in this game too. Noah, I see a lot of points on both sides of the ball. With that being said, give me Chargers. Let me do the math. Chargers 37, Jacksonville 17. I think they win. I think that there is a solid opportunity they win here by 20. No, that's aggressive. I know that's aggressive. Give me Jaguars 20. Give me 20. Give me 23 with the Jags. I think they score 23. Get them a couple field goals, a couple touchdowns. They'll run the ball a lot. ETN's gonna have a day. Trevor Lawrence has been here before, but I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm also on the Chargers. I've only got them at a 1 point favorite. Again,
hey, you can get it at 1 point.
Shop your book. I saw them at 1 point favorite. I like the over on this big time. I think this is gonna be the highest scoring game of the weekend. I've got Chargers 37, Jacksonville 34, and a completely
just a dogfight.
Just to like kick back and enjoy the game, right? These are two teams that hopefully nobody's really hating on big time. Hopefully nobody really cares that much about either team. I don't think they're just fun teams to watch, and Jacksonville comes close, can't quite get it done. Something's got to break here, right? The Chargers either got to actually do something in the playoffs for once, or
that's kind of what I'm worried about. I will say, as a Chargers bettor and as a Chargers supporter, I do worry about them getting in these situations. I don't know what, but there's something about the Chargers where no matter when I take them, no matter how I bet them or whatever I do, they always are like the team I worry about. You know what I mean? Like, that is the team in the parlay that I am uneasy about.
They like to make everything close.
They love that shit. They're like the fucking Chiefs in that way. Also, I found a note from earlier today. I know the Chiefs aren't playing this week, but I found a note from earlier today from our shows last year, and it said, "Don't bet on the Chiefs on the spread in the postseason, you dumb motherfuckers." So I just think we should take that message in and see what happens next week.
The Chiefs aren't playing this week.
I know. I started off by saying, Noah, I know the Chiefs aren't fucking playing this week. But
I know, but you've brought them up twice now, and they're not even playing.
Maybe if we say them 3 times, they'll end up playing this week, Noah.
Okay.
Anyway, Dolphins Bills are starting us off on Sunday. Bills 9.9.5, depending on where you're going. 46 the total. I mean, Dolphins got a good offense. Their defense is subpar. These are some high spreads for playoffs, I feel, though.
Yeah.
But the Dolphins also don't really have a quarterback.
True. Like, do we even know who's starting? Is Tua going to be ready? Who knows? Is Bridgewater going to be ready? Who knows? I mean, might have fucking Skylar Thompson at quarterback. And, yeah, if you're going into Orchard Park with Skylar Thompson as your quarterback, good fucking luck.
He's still listed as questionable.
Who?
Skylar. Same thing I think all the quarterbacks are.
I was going to say, what about Tua and Teddy?
Teddy's active.
Oh, okay.
Tua, questionable. So,
Okay.
I mean, you're probably, if everything, I'm reading.
So they're going to have a quarterback. So there will be a quarterback starting for Miami.
Yes, they will have a person who is paid to play the position of quarterback under center on Sunday. It might look like.
Okay, I don't really care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going Bills all the way on this. I've got the under in this game because I don't think Miami's going to score enough points to warrant an over game. AJ, I got Bills 33-9 final score in this one.
I got them 35-10. I think Bills win this one easy. That's the thing though. My score's 35-10. I'm sitting here looking at a fucking total of 46 or 46.5. So, can I buy?
I'm sure. I'll allow it.
I'll buy it down to 45.5. No, I'll buy it down to 45. I'll buy it down to 45 and pray to God I'm wrong on the score.
Okay, interesting.
Is that not enough? You don't think that's not enough to buy? I don't really like buying down too many fucking points, Noah, because then I got no fucking juice. Fuck it. I'll take over 46. Give me the motherfuckers. The Bills 41. Give me Dolphins 13. They scored 13 points too. I'm going with 2 13s this week.
All right, talking yourself into the over. Oh, we'll see how that works out.
Not well. I promise you, it's not going to work out well. With that being said, no, I'm going with my original score. Give me the under 46.5.
There we go. There we
go. All right, we're back.
Hey, we win or lose together, baby.
There we go. Giants, Vikings. What?
No, I was going to say, are we 6 for 6 with having the same picks so far? But we're on the opposite sides of the spread on the Seattle-San Francisco game.
Yeah, we both think San Fran's going to win, but
we've had oddly similar score predictions so far. I promise we did not discuss this before.
Dude, I know.
I'm sure it's going to fall apart here.
We got a couple games coming up. So Vikings, Giants. Playing at Vikings, they are 3-point favorites at home. 48.5 here is the total. No, we have been waiting. I have been waiting for Super Wild Card Weekend for so long now to watch the goddamn Vikings crumble and fucking choke. But here they are playing the goddamn Giants, who are exactly who the fuck we thought they were, and are proving it. And what have the Vikings done all fucking season? They just keep winning. They just keep fucking winning, Noah, and I'm tired of it. 3 points. 3 points. This game should be a pick 'em. They're probably giving them 3 for the home crowd because these are the same two fucking teams. One of them's playing for the privilege to get clapped next week. I mean...
Yeah, I mean... We'll see, right? Could be. Vikings win, they're probably going to San Francisco. Giants win, depending on what happens with other games, they could be going to San Francisco. They could be going to Philly. Doesn't matter. All three scenarios, teams are getting clapped. I guess if Seattle pulls off an upset against San Francisco, that changes things a little bit. But
then we might have some games.
Yeah, then we have Dallas hosting a playoff game.
Oh, God
All three wild cards win. Dallas is hosting a playoff game.
damn. The world would be a cool, cruel, cruel place if that would be true. But damn.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what are you thinking, Noah? What are you thinking? Vikings, Giants, the 3, the 48.5. What are you thinking, bud?
Ooh, wow.
And
So
there's
this
been
was a
no
kind of
line movement. There's been absolutely
this was
no line movement on this. 51% of the bets, 90% of the money, all over the Giants. And isn't sports betting legal in Minnesota?
no.
Oh, okay. So let's keep that in mind there. Sports betting is very legal in New York. And I feel like there's a lot of fellow degenerates out there in New York. Shout out New York. But let's keep that in mind when we're looking at money. Noah, what are you thinking?
So this was a little bit of a toughie, but here's what I see happening. It's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be back and forth. It's gonna come down to the end, right? So I'm gonna work backwards on this one. I got my final score as 27-23 Giants. Giants winning outright. Um, Scratch that.
I was about to say.
27-24 Giants
Okay.
outright. Vikings are down by 3 points. They march down the field. They've got an opportunity, and what do? They miss the game-tying field goal. That's how this game is going to end. The Vikings missing a field goal, or the Giants making a field goal. One way or the other, this game is ending with a field goal attempt. Either the Giants are making a game winner, or the Vikings are missing a game tire or game winner. So I guess I like the over by a small margin. I mean, I don't like the over. I'm on the over. I don't like it. But I am going to take the Giants outright in this one.
That's like, I want to pick that. I want that to be my pick, Noah. I want Giants +3. I want Giants money line. I want over. I'm taking the over. I am on the over. I'm taking the over. These defenses fucking suck. Okay.
Oh, the Vikings are. I think they're 31st in defense. I don't know if that shifted after last week, but going into the last week of the season, they were 31st in defense, with Detroit 32nd. So
Justin Jefferson, though, against this Giants defense. Fuck me. He wants to have
yeah, but
big playoffs. Kirk Cousins got a
any
lot to prove in this. Danny
but also
Dimes got a lot to prove.
anybody
I guess.
against that Vikings defense.
Giants money line, damn it. Giants money line. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I feel bad about that pick. I want it clear. I feel bad about this pick. I feel a double doink coming in some type of scenario. I just feel it coming. I have that feeling in my gut.
What did I say? This game's going to come down to a field goal. It's either going to be a game winner or a game loser.
Final score 30-27.
Okay.
Fuck. Hate that.
So we're still pretty similar on our picks here, AJ. I feel like this next game is going to be where we differ. I think we're going to differ on this next game.
Ravens Bengals, the Sunday night game. Yeah, Sunday night game. Bengals 7-point favorites at home. 42 and a half is the total. I mean, did you not see the coolest quarterback in the NFL smoking a cigar, having a good time after Sunday?
Oh, I did, and I loved it. I love Joe
This
Burrow.
this team just has that swag. They do this thing where they get hot at the right time, and they're rocking, and they're rolling. Is Lamar playing? Do we have confirmation on this night of recording that Lamar is playing?
We do not.
Okay. Lamar's not playing.
Most recent reports are that Ian Rappaport earlier today said there is a level of skepticism about Jackson's status for the wild card weekend game.
He ain't playing. He ain't fucking playing. And let me tell you, the Ravens team's looked like shit ever since he's left. Now, I'm not going to start speculating why he's out, why he's sitting down. I mean, reports coming out about him being lazy, reports coming out about him just missing media appearances for no fucking reason. Shit's coming out. Shit's starting to hit the fan about Lamar. How much of it is true, how much of it is false, we don't know. I don't see Lamar's not playing. I do not see this being a move by Harbaugh or anything like that to try to get an edge. Oh, who's playing, who's not playing. Give me the Bengals by a touchdown. Give me under 42.5. Final score. Bengals 26. Ravens 14.
All right. Well, and this is tentative because this is based on my belief that Lamar is going to play. He might not be at 100%, but I will take an 80% Lamar Jackson over Tyler Huntley or whoever the hell else they had playing last week. Which they, last week didn't look great. Didn't look good at all, actually. But you give me Lamar, it raises the spirits of the guys around him who are playing. I think they can game plan well for Cincinnati, especially playing them a second week in a row. Baltimore didn't really play their hand this past week, which I think is a big factor. Other people might not, but I think them not playing their hand at all against Cincinnati. Cincinnati obviously playing for playoff seeding. Baltimore just kind of saying, fuck it, we'll just take a wild card. Don't really care. If Lamar plays in this game, I think Baltimore wins it in a very, very tight one. I've got 21-19 Baltimore, and that's with Lamar Jackson playing. If he's not playing, I'm going to go ahead and just give the win to Cincinnati. I don't think Baltimore can do this without Lamar. I think they can keep it close without Lamar. I don't think they can win it without him.
No,
so I've got Baltimore to cover. I think they can still cover 7.5 without Lamar. And I like the under 42. So give me Baltimore. Give me Baltimore in the under 21-19 final score prediction. Baltimore moves on to the second round of the playoffs.
We'll see. We'll see. He ain't playing. He ain't playing. I'm telling you that right now. He ain't playing. It's just not happening. Monday Night Football, Noah. Cowboys. Buccaneers. In Tampa Bay. Shout out Tampa. Winning the division. Getting a home game. Shout out to them. Cowboy fans.
Who cares?
Cowboys 2.5-point favorites on the road here. 45.5 is the total. Public aggressively, and I mean aggressively on the Buccaneers. 64% of the bets. 83% of the money, Noah. 83% of the money is on Tom Brady in the Super Wild Card Weekend finale on prime time to pull
Explain
off
to me how
the
this
upset
makes any
boys.
sense.
Noah, let me tell you how it makes sense. Has
the public been watching the same Buccaneers team that I have all season?
No, let me tell you how this makes sense, okay? Okay, about 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, sports betting became legal in Florida. That means Florida Man also got the ability to vote. And so Florida Man, he goes in there and he sees his Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers as underdogs? How disrespectful in the playoffs? Absolutely how disrespectful to Tom Brady and his resume in the playoffs. However, I've been watching the same Dallas Cowboys team you've been watching, Noah. I've been watching the same Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers you've been watching. For 2.5 points, these books are posting it at 2.5. 83% of the money was on the Buccaneers at 3, and they moved it 0.5 point. That doesn't scare me a bit. That shouldn't scare you a bit either. Noah, give me the Cowboys on the road in a blowout. And I mean a blowout to send Tom Brady into the offseason, yet again contemplating retirement, but remembering he doesn't have a wife to go home to. So he plays another season because fuck it. Give me the Cowboys minus the 2.5. Give me under 45.5. Cowboys 28. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers 10. Tom Brady also over 1.5 interceptions.
We were almost spot on there, AJ.
Are you shitting me?
I'll flip that. I don't know. Can we see that? Do we got that?
The viewers probably can't.
I don't know if you could read that or not. I Could not tell what I was doing, but I got Dallas 28, Tampa Bay 13.
Okay.
Cowboys move on to the next round. They're the much better team. Tampa Bay starts the season or ends it where they started it against who they started it against. Unfortunately, this time they don't hold Dallas to 3 field goals, still barely winning that game, by the way. Dallas's offense has matured. They've gotten to know each other a bit better. They've got more of an identity now. That defense is still every bit as good. Yeah, Dallas 28, Tampa Bay 13. I'm taking the under by a narrow margin, and I think Dallas covers the spread easy.
Easy money, we call it in the book. Easy money. You don't see it often, but also Tom Brady in prime time. You can't trust it. Can't trust it. Oh man, Super Wildcard Weekend. No, it's kind of depressing. It means the NFL season's coming to an end. But hey, that means teams like the Arizona Cardinals have a new chance, Noah. And again, I want to throw out there, we just need a half decent head coach who doesn't mind a video game junkie.
You need you need a GM too. You need both.
I know, Noah.
Maybe a new owner while you're at it, but that's not going to happen, obviously. You need a lot of things. The list is kind of long.
Yeah, list is not good.
But hey, anyway. one thing at a time.
Anyway, I'm jealous of all you fans out there who actually get to watch your team in a playoff game this year. I know Noah is on the same boat I am as well. But hey, congratulations. Hope you liked us. Hey, I'm going undefeated this week, so I ain't worried. What?
One last thing, AJ. I got one last question for you.
Go ahead, Noah.
So obviously, because neither of us have any horse in this race anymore, which team are you bandwagoning for the playoffs? You get to pick one. You get to pick one team. Who are you bandwagoning for? Not who do you think is going to win. Who do you want to win it all?
That's hard. Honest to God, and I hate to say this as an NFC West person, I would love to see Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, go on this fucking run to the Super Bowl.
Oh, gross. Puke in my mouth.
Listen, my other fucking option was either Pretty Boy Trevor Lawrence just going on a run, team getting hot at the right time, or...
That's where I thought you were going to go. But
I was thinking about it, but I like Purdy.
In good conscience, as a Cardinals fan, you're going to cheer for San Francisco?
I can't cheer for him.
Yeah, so that's not who you're bandwagoning.
I guess you're right. I guess is who I think might win the whole damn thing. Give me the Jags.
I said not who you think's gonna win. Who are you cheering for? Hardest.
I'm cheering for Herbert because I would love to look back and be like, okay. Oh, my Super Bowl prediction was fucking right, but I jumped off it, so fuck me. Noah, what's your team?
I go through the NFC teams. Obviously, Vikings worst case scenario. Still hate San Francisco and Seattle, so I'm not taking either of them. Definitely not Dallas or Philly because fuck those fan bases. And fuck Tom Brady, so that rules out the entire NFC. Let's move along to the AFC. Oh, I forgot about the Giants. But also not a big fan of the Giants. Who
doesn't forget about the Giants, I guess?
They're my sweep it under the rug team. Don't really care. Just like go away. You're bothering me. So that brings it to the AFC. Not gonna be Jacksonville. Not gonna be Miami. I think the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, but they're not the team I'm pulling for. I would love to see Buffalo get it done. However, I would rather see the Chargers, Ravens, or Bengals. So Buffalo's my fourth. Those are my top four. Buffalo's my number 4. Cutting them out. Okay. So then we move on to number 3. Who's my number 3? And that's a tough one for me. I don't know that I can truly pick a number 3. So I'm going to say tied for runner-up is Chargers and the Bengals. I would love to see Lamar Jackson and the Ravens win the Super Bowl. That's my That's who I'm bandwagoning. And will they even get out of the first round? Probably
Fuck
not. Who
no.
knows? We'll see. But that's my pecking order right there. Baltimore followed by Cincy and LA after that, kind of neck and neck, and then Buffalo if it comes down to it.
Yeah, Buffalo might do it. Buffalo would look sharp their last game, but we'll see what happens there. Dude, I'm just glad it's playoffs. I mean, this is what we've been
Again, I
looking
think the
for.
Chiefs are just gonna go and take it because they're the best team in the league. But
Dude, it's so hard when you get into that conversation because I mean, I don't think there's no conversation about it. You know what I mean? Kansas City is just like Georgia. It's hard to talk about them during the regular season because it's like, yeah, they're fucking the Chiefs. They're so fucking good. Like, of course they're probably winning and everything. Even if they're winning close, it's still the NFL. But some of these teams that get hot at the right time, you know what I mean? They catch fire. Like the Jaguars, for example. Yes, I have them losing this game. But Trevor Lawrence is a guy who has experience in big games. So you got you got a young quarterback who's been in those games like Joe Burrow was last year. You know what I mean? Joe Burrow wasn't really phased at all by the bright lights in the big cities. He was used to that, and he's always been used to that. And same with Trevor Lawrence. Same with Justin Herbert to an extent. But you got these young quarterbacks coming in now that just got this talent, and they've been in these bigger games and they're ready. I mean, whew,
yeah,
whew, it's unreal. It's unreal. The Seahawks, I think that and now the fact that I'm going to say this, it's not going to come true. But I think the Seahawks, the Dolphins, no matter who plays quarterback for the Dolphins, the Giants and the Vikings, the Cowboys and the Buccaneers, we can just kind of, we know it's from an analytic and like from just an eye test point of view, they don't seem like Super Bowl contenders whatsoever, right? Like, you know what I mean? You
both
following me?
both both conferences are so wide open this year, though. Like that's the reality of it. Like you got these tough matchups for certain teams, but you just look at it from a standpoint of like in the NFC, like what happens if Seattle beats San Francisco in the very first game?
Yeah.
Then obviously a lot of people are going to be like, oh well, easy cakewalk for Philly, but is it really? I don't see it being a cakewalk.
No.
And then
Yeah.
and then I think the AFC is wide open too. Not to the bottom teams because I don't think the Chargers, the Jaguars, or the Dolphins really have much of a chance here. But
Yeah, but that's
you
what we
look at
thought
the
about Cincy last year.
yeah, but true. I mean I didn't even they had to barely beat the Raiders and then go on to play the Titans and took three Tannehill interceptions for them to get past the Titans by 3 points. And
But
then sure enough, they
still,
beat the Chiefs and they're in. So, yeah, I mean, I think both conferences are wide open.
that's crazy. And what's crazy about it, I guess, is I'm looking. I've started to dig deeper now that we're coming to an end with football season. I've started to dig deeper into hockey. I started to dig deeper into basketball, dig deeper into college basketball and everything. And I'm kind of looking around, and it's like, yeah, the teams that I expected to kind of be in the position they are there. But in the NFL, like when they get to the playoffs and those divisions and everything, I kind of can figure out like minus major injuries, like what can occur and what will probably occur. But NFL, you really have no
Well,
fucking idea.
that's the beauty of it in college football, even more so, is
True.
you have so little games that one or two bad games can hurt you so bad.
Yeah.
Versus you look at a sport with a 82 game season, uh, you play even a bad stretch of 5, 6, 7 games, you can come back from it and it doesn't really matter that much. And when you have the playoffs set up, which is why I love college basketball so much,
Oh,
when you have a one and done playoff setup, anything can happen, right? You look
anything.
at the NBA, you look at the NBA, the NHL, MLB too. You got these 7 game series. Like most of the time, the better team's going to win a 7 game series.
Yes.
So it's like, why the fuck even play? And I get that that's not 100% of the time, but most of the time, the better team's going to win, especially if one team outmatches the other team significantly. But you look at college basketball, NFL, even if one team might win 8 or 9 times out of 10, they could lose and their season's over. That's the beauty of it. That's why I love both of those, both the
That's
NFL,
great.
college football, college basketball so much because like the games just mean more. They mean
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, and everyone like I've heard so much like backlash about the college football playoffs expanding, to 12 teams coming up here in a couple of years. And their argument is, oh, well, teams are going to win that don't deserve to win and blah blah blah. And it's like, but that's the sport. That's the game. Like that's football. Like, any given Saturday, any given Sunday, anything can fucking happen when you got the guys out there playing football. I mean, shit happens when you're banging heads. Put that on a
Hell
fucking
yeah.
shirt. But
Shit happens when you're banging heads,
shit
quote
happens when you're
AJ.
banging heads. Oh shit. But yeah, it's gonna be a good playoffs. I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited to cover it all. I mean, shoot, I think we're gonna get some really good lines coming out. I think we're gonna get some good underdogs coming out. And I will say, I haven't said it, but I feel like I need to say it. We're betting against Tom Brady in the playoffs. That usually never ends well for anybody.
It ends just fine.
All right.
Not I mean, like the last, I don't know, the last year and a half, it's been just fine betting against Tom Brady.
All
It
right. I
doesn't
just
matter.
want it on the record that I said that. Okay, I threw that out there. I just want it on the record.
Okay. I don't care.
I do. I want that on the record. But
If some book or somebody had, I don't even care what the odds would be to like short the Buccaneers from even making, not even from winning the Super Bowl, from even making the Super Bowl. I would literally throw all the money I have liquid available on the Bucks not making the Super Bowl because they're not making it out of the NFC. Now I could see them fucking around and somehow beating Dallas, but they're not going to beat Dallas and then go into San Francisco or Philly and beat one of them. So they're not even going to get out of the divisional round. They might win a wild card round, but they probably get blown up by Dallas in the wild card round. It doesn't even matter.
okay, okay. Over under 1.5 tablets. Tom Brady breaks this weekend if its shit starts hitting the fan.
Oh, that's like his favorite pastime. Of course he's gonna fucking. I mean, 1.5's a tough one. If it was over a half, I'd say yes. Um,
I had to make a good line.
I feel like he only averages about like 4 to 6 a season. So,
So he's only at 2, so he's got to get to that average.
oh, he's at more than two.
Is he?
Yeah, because he had already broken one or two play like going into that Packers Bucks game, like week 4 or 5, whenever that was, and he broke two in that game.
True. Yeah, he did.
So he was already at like 3 or 4 at that point, like 4 or 5 weeks into the season. I haven't, he's kind of not been in the spotlight at all anymore because they suck and their whole division sucks, so nobody really cares. So nobody's really been like saying anything about the Bucks or
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
No.
Like God,
They
that's
just
the
fell.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
the craziest thing to me too, AJ, this season is the Packers and the Bucks kind of same trajectory a little bit, very similar records, actually the same exact record at the end of the year. Yet the Packers were at the forefront of the news headlines the entire time because these media outlets, especially ESPN, couldn't get enough of, oh, the Packers suck. They're not going to make the playoffs. Well, okay, they were, I guess, technically right in the end, but then all of a sudden they flipped their tune the last 2 weeks and they're like, oh shit, the Packers are going to make the playoffs. They're going to make a run. They're a dangerous team.
Well, yeah, it's not a
And
sexy headline talking about the losing Bucks winning their fucking division. I mean, that's just a bad look for the sport. Roger Goodell probably phoned in and said, "Don't fucking talk about Tom right now, okay? Let's just keep that on the DL."
so I think it's funny that, the Bucks struggling through this season, yet still winning their division, just slipped down behind all the news headlines and just didn't ever get talked about, which I actually thought was refreshing because I like not having to hear about Tom Brady and having Tom Brady crammed down your throat like LeBron James is every single fucking day on ESPN.
Yeah, honestly. And I feel like I feel like even when the Cowboys are playing good, we didn't see a lot of them this season. Like, we didn't hear about a lot
True.
of them. The media outlets were kind of, when they had an opportunity to just start talking about the Cowboys as much as they wanted to. I mean, shit. I
Hence why
thought,
they hence why they tossed this game on Monday night.
oh, yeah,
They,
absolutely.
they tried to bury it on Monday night.
Yeah. Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, it'll be a good weekend
Yeah,
of football. Good
it
fucking
will
weekend of
be. It will
football.
be. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Well, no, you got anything else to say about Super Wild Card Weekend before we get into it?
Man, I feel like I'm going to be wrong on like 4 of these 6 games,
I know.
and
I'm not.
that's just the not on the picks, just on the outright winners. It's this year's been a fucking shit show. It's been wild as hell. It makes no sense. So why stop now? Or these playoffs are just gonna be chalk as fuck with how like random this year has been, and then
Just
they're just gonna end
automatically
up with
just goes chalk in the playoffs.
yep, home team's gonna win
Home
every
team's gonna
game.
win every fucking game, just all the chalk. Oh, that would be fucking
It's
unbelievable.
either going to be that or the road teams are just going to go crazy. Like I said, like Seattle
Yeah.
knocks off San Francisco, and then the Giants win and Dallas wins, and all of a sudden Dallas is hosting a playoff game in the second round of the playoffs.
I mean, we've seen crazier shit happen, I guess. I
True.
mean, the fucking
I mean,
Lions had a winning season.
everything's in
Shout
the
out Detroit.
cards.
Shout out you guys in Detroit. Y'all should be very happy with the season.
Everything is in the cards, AJ, and I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it because I don't have a fucking horse in the race anymore, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to sit back, enjoy, not give a fucking shit.
Yeah. Just enjoy some football. You gotta love it. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. All 224 DGens already subscribed. Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting. If you want to be one of those DGens, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you. Help us support us. Hit the link in the bio to hit all of our socials. We like posting on the Instagram, the Twitter, and everything like that. Hell of a week. Hell of a week. It'll be a good weekend of football. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've been hot. Been
Yes,
hot,
sir.
damn it. And I'm going to stay hot because that's what we do. We're forgetting about the national championship game. Big games like that don't count for your record. Um, yeah. With that being said,
Oh,
thanks for listening. What?
your TCU money line didn't hit?
Over ticket hit, thank God. Shout out Georgia. But I've been AJ. I've been the perfect one, AJ. That's the money train, Noah, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes. Dude, that was fucking blowout of the century. That was bullshit.